I'll try to fit everything into one video. 2 years have gone by. 2 years have passed. Mia Farrow had Vanity Fair. They challenged Woody's people to deny what they call, quote, 10 undeniable facts. Woody's people, impotent. They cannot deny anything. Director Bob Whitey, who's Larry David's director, what he wrote in the Daily Beast got torn apart. What happened in the end? The Independent UK said, he's wounded. Don't ask him any question about Woody Allen. I wrote to Bob Whitey. What happened when I wrote to him? Sometime I will tell you. You won't believe it, but I will tell you what happened when I talked to Bob Whitey. When I wrote to him, a new bio came out by David Evanier, and David, well, it's riddled with errors. And I wrote to him, look, before you print the second edition, just do something. Don't say, hey, look, Monica Thompson defended Woody. She recanted. She confessed all her perjury. I mean, David Evanier, he makes Bob Whitey look like Bob Woodward. Well, he wrote back that he doesn't want any help. I don't blame him. I could help him. If he had one mistake, he could fix it before the second edition. But everything in his book, it's just everything he wrote about Dylan and everything he wrote about the movies. Annie Hall, Dead Shark. He thinks it was Husbands and Wives, Dead Shark. It's that no, he can't fix it. He wrote back, well, okay, so you have Woody's team. What are the different things that I can try to finish in this video? In my video, I did deny Vanity Fair's 10 undeniable facts. I did answer, but you can't get people to click like on your video. These are detailed things. People don't know details. They know that Woody married his daughter or grandmother, but they don't know details. Woody wrote in the New York Times, and Dylan told the Hollywood Reporter that Woody is all wrong, that Justice Wilk, quote, debunked the Yale New Haven doctors, and that it was, quote, the final ruling. Well, don't expect don't expect anyone to tell you that the appellate court said, no, it's not the final ruling. The judge was wrong to reject Yale New Haven and the therapists, Dr. Coates and Dr. Schultz. Don't expect anyone on Team Woody, the impotent, or Team Mia, the liars. Don't expect anyone to tell you. No, it was not final. The appellate court, Dumb and Dumber, they have to be dumber even than Justice Wilk. They say, but we do think that abuse did occur. And Wilk never went that far. They say, okay, Dylan, all the doctors are right, Dylan's unreliable, but we have other things besides Dylan. Like we have the videotape with Dylan. What? Did you hear what you just said? And Dylan is traumatized, and that suggests molestation. Well, why is she traumatized? Dylan said why. Because of my poor mommy won't have any more money. She lost the movies because Woody molested Suni. She said why she's traumatized. The appellate court even has another reason for her to be traumatized. They said the actual process of the court case, of the doctors, the interviews, that itself was an additional trauma. Well, we don't know why she's traumatized. I guess he raped her. Okay. Well, this case is the fact-free zone. I can't think of something like the Woody case where everything is wrong, only farce. All right, I did a video where Mia's star witness, the nanny, Christy, it turns out that she confesses that Monica Thompson is not lying. It turns out all the things that Monica says about Moses, about what Christy admitted to her. But I left out in that video that Christy writes, "I feel guilty testifying against Woody." She actually uses the exact same word that Monica quotes, that Monica says, "Christy told me she feels guilty." Why did Monica recant? Was it the mob? Was she threatened? Was it Sinatra? Why would I say such a thing when I don't have evidence? The only thing we do know is that Mia told Vanity Fair that she went to Sinatra to get protection, and Sinatra hooked her up with a mob. Mia told Vanity Fair in one of the interviews. Mia's lawyer, Alan Dershowitz, in his book last year said Sinatra called him up to talk about this idea of violent assault, and Dershowitz said he was mortified. And now David Vanye's book, that John Gotti turned Sinatra down. So when I say we don't know why Monica recanted, and then said, no, what I said originally was really true. Woody is innocent, and now it turns out, Christie's book, that that everything that Monica said was true, and she also said that Mia coached Dylan. Well, there are all these things that Mia and Dylan say. Woody made a 7-year-old suck his finger, but Mia testified that Woody allowed a 2-year-old to suck. So it all metamorphosed a 7-year-old, forced a 7-year-old. Team Mia is not impotent like Team Woody. Their talking points are so great. Mia tells Howard Stern that Woody doesn't pay his actors, that the actors, quote, go into the movie thinking it's going to be an art film. Yeah? So why did you stop? So go on. Tell us how it turned out to be an action movie. Well, their talking points set up, excuse me, that Woody is this creep that Dylan runs away from. And Christie in her book writes how Dylan and Satchel are enthralled. Woody is doing comedy performances, and it's just getting Dylan's juices to become an actress herself, getting the juices going. Christie herself says, he touched my arm and a jolt of electricity went through me. The talking points about the way that creep, they never use the word talented, they always say the rich, powerful. They never say the one who never sold out, never went commercial, and his movies don't make money. They just say that of course he's got the people with him. He's lucky. He was born with George Clooney's looks, and all the chat rooms that the people say that they hate him, and the great writers and the great actors worship him, and it's a barometer. If you want to know if you're smart, do you love or hate Woody? And the talking points about how Woody is so lucky that he's so powerful, so beloved, okay, so all these different things that Dylan says that I asked Mommy, did your father touch you? Is this the way is this the way fathers love children? Just the opposite. Dylan knew that Woody is not other fathers. Woody is the molester of Suni. The thing that Yale New Haven says, it just permeated the whole house. Did your father. Well, a million things. So Woody says the heart wants what it wants, and Lena Dunham on HBO, every single dummy. Oh, Woody means that he doesn't care if he hurts other people, because his heart wants. Woody always said that it means that when we're in love that we hurt ourselves. Like the movie Husbands and Wives, my heart does not know from logic. He said that we hurt ourselves. Now, Woody said, my marriage with Suni, it's a paternal relationship. And now all of the media said that Woody confessed that since Suni was a little kid, that it was paternal. So, do they get anything right? Woody, the fact-free zone, is there anything that they get right? I didn't give you the example. Mia says how Woody criticizes actresses. How she said, take Geraldine Page, but then the Geraldine Page, what did she really say? The workout that I got from Woody, if I just wish I had that genius Woody on the set of every movie I did my entire life. To get that workout, and Mia spins that Geraldine Page hates Woody's criticism. That's one thing that Christie's book agrees with Mia's book. The whole book, that Woody is so evil that instead of being polite, he criticizes Mia. He brought all of the talent out of Mia. He brought all of the acting performances. Besides Woody, Mia's movie career is nothing. Okay, 12 minutes, almost done. Maybe for a second I'll say that Mia's best friend, Casey Pascal, anything that she says about Woody, you have to realize that how biased she is, that she and her husband were always rejected by Woody. Oh, he never says hello to me. She was always scorned, and Woody, wherever he walks, he's always writing his movies. Yeah, I admit it, he didn't say hello to her. Yeah, just admit that anything that you say about him, all of your opinions about him and Dylan, that you're not impartial. I think I finished